What's happening, everyone? Brian Mello here again over at Martys Buick GMC. I hope you're having a great day, a great night, depending on where you're watching from. In today's video, we're going to take a look at this 2021 GMC Acadia Denali in ebony twilight metallic paint with jet black leather interior. 3.6-liter V6 under the hood matched up with a 9-speed automatic transmission, and the MSRP as tested is $55,080. Now, as with most of my videos, we're going to do a quick walk around the exterior of the 2021 Acadia Denali, show you some of the features there, and then once we're done, we'll jump inside and show you what goes on inside as well. So with all that said, let's get right into it. First things first, I'm just going to give you a quick look. Here's your key fob. You've got your lock, your unlock, your remote start, lift and lower the lift gate, and your panic button. You can see the signature LED day running lights with LED headlights. We've got LED fog lights down low, as well as front parking sensors. You'll also notice that big, bold Denali grille that we've all grown to love so much, and hidden away underneath is the front camera for your HD surround vision camera system. And of course, once we jump inside, I will show you how that works. It would be nice if the sun would come out. Winter's been a little bit tough to showcase how cool the paint jobs look. Ebony Twilight Metallic's one of the, probably one of the most popular paint jobs. Just gives you a little bit more flake in the paint as opposed to just standard black. As we go around the side of the Denali, you can see we've got the 20-inch Denali wheels, and these are on 235/55 Michelin all-season tires. I'm so used to shooting Yukons, so I got the larger tire stuck in my head. I'm going to back up really quickly and just give you a nice side profile. Beautiful, beautiful SUV. You can see you've got the chrome trim running down the side, follows that body line. It's got Denali down low. You do have chrome around the windows, chrome up on your roof rack. You do have keyless entry, so as long as you have the key fob in your pocket, you'll notice this little button right here on the door handle. Just tap that, and that's going to let you into the vehicle. You've got turn signal indicators built into your mirror. You've also got a small camera tucked away underneath the mirror as well, integrating into that HD surround vision camera system. As we go around the back, we get our first look at our dual exit exhaust system. We've got our trailer tow package is all set up. It's just hidden away underneath. They've done a much better job at hiding the trailer tow package on the new vehicles. You'll also notice you've got the Denali badging here, Acadia on the left, all-wheel drive on the right. You do have rear backup sensors. You can see those here right in the bumper. You've also got your rear backup camera and HD surround vision camera system set up there. We've got a rear wiper, LED taillights. You'll also notice you get the little shark fin XM radio antenna. And one touch right under here is going to gain access. It's going to lift for us. Of course, you could also use the key fob. And you can see in the back, don't mind my backpack, although it's a great bag, I do have to say. I'm going to take that out of the way really quickly. Not a ton of space in the back, but plenty of space if you can get away with dropping one of these seats. Now, I know not everybody travels around with a ton of luggage. I have to carry a lot of camera gear, so the space that I have in the back is something that I usually notice right off the jump. Although in third row vehicles, unless you're jumping into something like a Yukon XL or a Suburban, this is pretty standard for the space that you have in the back. And it's not really too bad. You also have a small storage space here. I would say this is a great place to put like a medical kit, first aid kit, or like a tow chain, emergency road flares, things like that. Of course, your fold down flat seats. You've also got a power outlet over here on the right side, and you do have the ability to put the like hideaway. So like you put the little bar here, and then you can hide any of your cargo. You've also got the net tie downs too on the right side. And then if you want to lift the seat back up, just grab hold of this. And I mean, it's effortless. And your third row is now back in action. I'm going to use this button here right on the back of the lift gate to drop it down. And then let's take a look in the passenger compartment. Actually, before we do that, here is your window sticker. I know that the sunlight's probably a little bit of a pain, but if you want to pause the video, we are recording this in 4K, so you should be able to see most of it. However, I'll highlight a couple things really quickly. You can see the standard vehicle price right here, $48,300. We've added in the Denali Ultimate Package. You can see everything that gets here, you know, dual-scape sunroof, rear camera mirror, the adaptive cruise control, HD surround vision, trailering package. The list kind of goes on, and it brings us to a total vehicle price of $55,080. Over here, you can see we've got 26 miles per gallon highway, 19 city with a 21 mile per gallon combined rating. Take a look in the back. I'm going to stand back really quickly just so you can see what it looks like when you're getting in. So you've got that nice wood grain trim with the jet black leather interior. And one of my favorites when you go inside is this piping on the seats. So you've got perforated leather seats back here because they are heated. And then you've got this piping and contrast stitching, which I just think kind of gives it that luxury look that you would expect when you're getting into a Denali. Captain's chairs, of course, in the back, and then you've got the bench as your third row. And then down here you can see you've got your rear climb controls. You've got your heated seat controls. You've got a power outlet. We've got a USB-C and a USB port. And then we've got a little storage container that slides out at the bottom. I'll reach in here. And you can see that there. Of course, it also doubles as a cup holder, which is nice because you can never have too many of those nowadays. You do have the pockets on the back of both seats as well for some additional storage. And if you look up top, you can see we've got the ability to look outside. So you have both the top section here as well as up front. So both driver, passenger, and passengers in the back have the ability to look outside. Been waiting a long time for that, so that's nice. Let's hop up front. Once again, I'm just going to step back so you can see what it will look like when you're getting in. You can see up front we do have Denali embroidered into the headrest. Once again, we've got that white contrast stitching and then the piping. And of course, up front we do have perforated leather seats because they are heated and cooled. All right, now I am going to turn the heat down, throw this seat back. Now I'm going to go through this kind of quickly. Looks like I might be out of gas here soon. If at the end you have any questions, concerns, or comments, please don't hesitate to leave a comment down below and I'll be glad to answer those questions. So over on the left, you can see we've got our wood grain trim. We've got our power windows. We've got our power mirror controls, power door locks, and our memory seat buttons. You'll also see we've got the hatch controls down here. If we go over to our dash, we've got our power emergency brake, or parking brake. We've got the controls to increase or decrease the brightness on our gauge cluster. And then these controls here are for the heads-up display, which if you can see right now in the windshield, I have the speed and the radio. Now we have nav, the gear, so your RPMs with speed, or that's just your speed. I know that it's not like the best rendition when you're looking at it in the camera, but it's a really great system. It looks really good. And it's nice to be able to keep your eyes on the road instead of having to look over at, you know, either looking down at the gauge cluster on a regular basis. So you can just keep your eyes straight ahead where they should be. We know how much of a problem that is nowadays, especially with phones and things like that. Over here on the steering wheel, we've got our cruise controls. We've got our forward collision alert, our heated steering wheel. You can see we've got our Denali right here in the steering wheel. Looks really nice. Over on the right side, we've got our hands-free dialing controls, volumes on the back, and then this right here will toggle through. You can see this whole center gauge is digital, so I can go through like all kinds of different information here. You can see my oil life, you can see my tire pressures. It's going to tell me air filters, my MPG, timers, real-time fuel economy. The list kind of goes on and on and on. And you can go through everything over here. Like I can use the navigation screen right through here, which I think is pretty sweet. And you can use your phone. You can also adjust these, so if you want it to look a different way, you can do that. So we can actually put it into sport theme. We can put it into, in fact, let's see if we can do, let's do touring. So there's the touring theme. So you can see it's just changed the look and feel of the entire display with just one quick button. So pretty sweet system right there. That brings us over to our 8-inch full-color GMC IntelliLink system. Of course, we've got AM, FM, XM. We've got satellite radio. We've got Apple CarPlay. We've got Android Auto. We've got 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot built into it. I'll give you a quick peek at the HD surround vision camera system. You can see right there. You can see I'm looking at an overhead view of the Acadia. And you can actually see the backpack that I took out of the back sitting behind it. So it does work very, very well In fact, I'm going to hit this button and now we can see the backpack sitting right behind us. The yellow dot indicates which direction you're looking. So you can see now it's on the forward, now it's on the rear. There it's the overhead rear. We've got overhead front. The curb hunter cameras. So if you're pulling up close to a curb, I suggest you use these so that you don't bang up your nice 20-inch Denali wheels. Got the trailer hitch cam in case I want to hook up my backpack. And then, of course, you got your overhead view. Really, really great system. This video is not going to do it any justice. This camera is super, super clear. Let's be honest, most of the backup camera systems over the past few years they've worked, but it's been pretty bad. It's very, very good at night as well, which I always like to let people know. Try this thing out at night. Works great. Climate control system you can, of course, now use all through the touchscreen. However, if you're anything like me, I'm still very happy I can just spin the knob to where I want it to be. You can set up your My GMC account through here. You can actually schedule service and stuff at your dealer right through the system. Works really well. Apple CarPlay, of course, works extremely well on here. I haven't used Android Auto, but I have used Apple CarPlay. I do love the fact that I can use Waze on here. It's just one of those things I really like. The navigation system works really well. Just a quick look at it so you can see what the layout looks like. Everything's very, very fast. I guess I won't have any recents, right? Let's look at food. Restaurants, you can see very quick. I'm not having to wait. And the new destination is in. That easy.
Route guidance is now finished.
Below the IntelliLink system, we've got our climate control system as well as our transmission gear selector. So no more like column shifters or console shifters. Everything's right here. Foot on the brake. Now we're in drive. Reverse. Put myself back in park. Pretty simple. It is a little weird at first when you first get into one of these because you're so used to shifting like on the column. And for a while I was getting in and I kept reaching for the column that didn't exist. But now I just get in and I know exactly, it's like anything else after you've used it enough. It's like muscle memory. Down here we've got a USB, a USB-C. We've got an SD card slot. We've also got a power outlet. This charging mat right here, bring the camera down so you can see a little bit better. So your cell phone sits right here so it doesn't slide around and it does charge wirelessly. So any modern cell phone pretty much can charge wirelessly nowadays. So just drop your phone, no wires, hook up to Apple CarPlay. Life is good. Right here, we've got our auto start and stop button. So when the vehicle comes up to a red light and automatically shuts down, you can disable that if you don't like that. Traction control, hazards, parking sensors on or off. Once again, we've got this nice wood grain trim. We've got aluminum on the inside of these cup holders. We've got our heated seat, cooled seat. We've got our lane departure warning here. And then we've got our mode selector. So two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, sport mode, off-road, tow mode, whatever the case may be. Just simply twist this, and then you are going to see it. Oh, I made the camera mad. You're going to see it register right up here. So I'm going to adjust it. Let's go back to two-wheel drive mode, and you'll see two-wheel drive mode on. Or if I wanted to go all-wheel drive mode on. Or maybe I want to go into sport mode. The list goes on, and like I said, all you have to do is just twist this mode selector right here in the on the console. Which brings us to the center console. Inside, I don't think we've got much. Nope, just a place to store things. There's nothing going on in there. But here's a look at your passenger seat. I'm in love with these new seats. The bolstering's really nice. It fits you very well. I like the embroidered Denali in the headrest. And I'm a big fan of the wood grain trim with like this brushed aluminum look. Just everything ties together really nicely. If we look above, we've got our moonroof. We've also got a place to keep our sunglasses. We've got programmable garage door openers. We've got LED interior lighting. OnStar buttons have been moved from the mirror to the overhead position. And then our mirror is now a full HD video mirror, and it is adjustable. So if it's too bright for you, you can adjust that. If you want it brighter, you can do that as well, or zoom all the way out. I think it looks the best zoomed all the way out, just gives you the best field of view. So as opposed to what you would usually look at, which is this, through that back tinted glass and see what's going on through the kids yelling, now you can just flip this and see everything that's behind you in full HD, which I think is just excellent. And that, my friends, what didn't I mention? The Bose audio. You do have Bose audio in here. But that's pretty much the quick rundown of this 2021 GMC Acadia Denali. And this is actually the Denali Ultimate Package. So, of course, I skipped out on telling you that, but there you go. Now you know. 2021 GMC Acadia Denali Ultimate. Once again, if you have any questions, concerns, or want to know more about anything, by all means, leave a comment down below. I'll be happy to address that. I thank you all for the support following the dealership's channel as well as my own, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care and have a great rest of your day.